Jerry, what the what, Dymond? Like we have, why do I say what the what a lot? Well, what's that all about? And the thing is, I say because instead of swearing, I just use what the what. Okay, for instance, my sister-in-law has been trying to get pregnant for the last 10 years, finally got pregnant, and I go, what the what? You know? There's expressions that I use, you know, certain things that I use. Or, you know, another one said that, oh, you get 100 on your test today, Jerry. Because all year long I get like 70s or 60s on my test, but I get 100. Like, what the what? You been drinking? Are you new? Are you okay? What's going on today? Yeah, so, you know, a little bit about myself. My name is Jerry Dymond. I spell my last name with a Y because I'm too poor to spell it with an I. I just can't spell it with a Y. And plus, no, rich guys don't dress like this anyway. You know, Salvation Army style, Walmart, you know, yard sale, stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm a huge, big Buffalo Bills fan and Mets fan. The two worst teams in the MLB and NFL leagues. It's bad. It's really bad. But the thing is, for me though, I make money off of that. I make money off that being having the two worst teams. You know, people wear their teams when they're doing really well during the season, but when they start doing really bad, they don't wear them no more. They just take the flags down, they take their flyers down, and throw everything back in the closet until you see it in another 10, 20 years when they make it to the Super Bowl or the World Series. But I'm a faithful Mets fan and a faithful Bills fan. I was down in New York City recently, and I saw a homeless person down there. And by the way, the homeless people down in New York City are the professionals. You want to know why? Because they use shopping carts. So, but the thing is, I gave a homeless person a $5 bill. And he saw what I was wearing. He goes, dude, you have worse than I do, so here's your $5 back, plus all the money he had in his pocket in the boot there. So I gave it an idea. So I walked around New York City, a 2-mile radius where a lot of homeless people hang out, you know, and I would give them a $5 bill. They saw what I was wearing, and they give me back my money plus all the money they had in their boots. And in an hour's time, I walked out of there with $200.10. And my first thought was like, who would give a homeless person 10 cents? You know, that's not culture. Like, you could have did better for yourself, son. You could have done a lot better for yourself. Can you guys hear me over there? Okay. If you can't hear me, say, I can't hear you. Because sometimes I can't even hear myself. And that's bad. Yeah, so but the thing is that recently, also I can make money out of it, not only the homeless people, but for the police officers as well. I was on I-90 recently in Albany, and I was heading to a comedy show, and I was going like 80 miles an hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. And out of nowhere, a state trooper pulls right out there and follows me, and all of a sudden, the sirens on, and lights are on and everything. It was like Christmas in July. And so I had to go about 2 miles, I freaked out, I was scared, so he said stop, and I just sped up, you know, doing 95, 100 miles an hour. So after a 2-mile chase, I decided to pull over by the tree on the bridge. And he gets out all yelling and screaming. And by the way, this is Friday afternoon this is happening, okay? Friday afternoon, folks. So he goes to me, license registration, please. So I gave it to him. And he goes, didn't you see me put the horn and the lights on? And I said, yeah. Well, why didn't you stop? I was scared. And he goes, well, I see on the back of your car that besides having to wear the two worst teams, the Buffalo Bills and New York Mets, I feel really sorry for you. But I see on the back of your bumper there in your car, you get a sticker that says, I support live comedy. I said, yeah, were you a comedian or something? I said, yeah. He goes, well, it's Friday afternoon, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is my weekend off coming up. I don't want to be spending all that night doing this, okay? So here's the deal. You tell me a good joke that's going to make me laugh, I'll let you have a ticket. If not, you're going to get a bunch of tickets this weekend, buddy. Oh, God, no, please. So I said, all right, officer, first of all, I'm really, really, truly sorry that I sped up behind you. But the reason why I sped up was because a couple of years ago, my wife left me for a state trooper. It was an Russia. And I thought he was bringing her back. So, he loved that joke. He said, oh my God, high-five me and everything, fist bump me. He said, get out of here. I don't want to see you again. I said, okay, thank you very much. I work in, I dress up for my job. You know, a guy wear a uniform. They say when a guy wears a uniform, it attracts a lot of women. Not my uniform. My uniform attracts gamblers, alcoholics, and keep a couple of both Jerry Springer and Maury Povich show. Yeah, I work in retail, folks. The convenience store of all places, you know. I've been in retail 17 years, and I tell you something, you get a lot of interesting stories from people that come into your store, okay? Recently, I had a young guy come and he bought a box of condoms in my store. And I asked him, do you want a paper bag for that? He looked right at me, he goes, no, she's not that ugly. He's dating my sister, I don't know what to tell you. He better say she's not that ugly. And so then on top of that, we had a power outage recently, and amazing things happen when power goes out. People come out of nowhere that you didn't even seen before. Like, this guy come flying in the parking lot yelling, and I was right, it states in the Bible that Jesus says it's going to be dark in 5 days and 7 nights. Now, you idiot, first of all, it's 7 days in a week, and it's dark every night. Get out of here. So yeah, it's crazy when you work in retail, it really is. I got children, 2 daughters. Yes, I got a 18-year-old, or she'll be 19 in a few weeks, and I got an almost 24-year-old in next week. And the oldest daughter, she's in college, so she's studying to be an archaeologist, so she's thinking for her future. Oh my God, she said to me one time, she goes, Daddy, you're not gonna believe this. She goes, do you know there are 875 of you running around? I go, no, that's impossible. She, yes, it is, I'm telling you, it's true. 875 guys named Jerry Dymond. She said, no, that's impossible, it can't be. Daddy, I'm telling you, it's true. I said, no, I'm going to tell you why. She said, why, Daddy? I said, God could not have messed up that many times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready for your first act? Yeah. This woman is a very faithful customer at my store. She comes to my store, comes to the farm all the time. She buys cigarettes and lottery tickets. I love her dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Mrs. Peabody.
Thank you. My name is Mrs. Jacob Williams Peabody, and I'm here to tell. I actually don't know why my husband's name is plural. Like, how many Williamses do you have to be named after to get a plural middle name? It's got to be upwards of 5. I don't know. My name is Mrs. Jacob Williams Peabody, and I'm here to, you know, marriage is kind of overrated for women. I got some agreement. That's about time. Other people just look at me like I'm crazy, but I lost my name in this. And, you know, I was talking to my granddaughter the other day, and she thinks that pancakes and waffles are made from the same ingredients. They're not if you know how to cook. I mean, we just had a cooking holiday. Anybody cook for the holiday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some cooks. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, kids these days don't know anything. It's like, you know, I tried to tell her, like, really quick, basic soup, because you're not feeling good. Brown a little chicken, throw in a little water, some vegetables, let it simmer, you got soup. It's not perfect. It'll get you over the hump. Kids these days, they don't know anything. So thank you for Jerry. Unfortunately, I stopped at Cumberland Farms on the way here and had coffee. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. I notice this mic keeps turning. This could be fun. Oh, look at the wall. So I use the gyps lady to get here. The gyps lady, you know, she gives you directions. That navigation thing, but the gyps lady keeps interrupting the pods. They're not pea pods. I keep calling them peat pods. But the pods, with all these people talking, the gyps lady keeps interrupting them to tell me that in 2 miles I have to turn. It's like, I'd rather hear the rest of the sentence and let her tell me when it's only a mile off, you know? They're good. And then when I got in town, I circled around. It's the longest I've ever driven with the gyps lady on. I kept apparently passing it, and she just kept telling me I arrived, but I didn't see it, so I drove by, and then she had to tell me to turn around again and again. It's a lovely town. I feel like I've seen all of it several times. You know, something amazing that happened to me is I called one of those junk dealer people that come and take your stuff, and I had them clean out the second floor. It was such a relief. It was such a relief to have all that gone. And I realized what can happen. You have to figure out who your friends are, who has the most stuff. And you get all your friends together and you go visit them. And you just look around and see all that stuff. And then you go home and start throwing yours away. See? And then when that person realizes she's got way too much stuff, she or he, right? Then you can just take them to thrift stores. That's always fun. But they'll be looking around going, this is a lot of stuff. I have this much stuff. And, you know, you can encourage them to let go of it. It's just, never, ladies, never give away your husband's tools. Never, a woman should always be able to look at her husband's tools. Just saying, just saying. Oh, I have sugar. Do you want some sugar? Here, have some sugar. It's not good for you, but you know, moderation. Do you want some sugar? Sorry, you turned around here.
Thank you.
It's not good for you, it's just fun. My granddaughter tells me I shouldn't eat sugar, so she won't buy it for me anymore. So every time I'm out and I see, you know, I feel like, oh, okay, the mic turned around here. I feel like the Robin Hood of sugar. I kidnap sugar packets when I see them, and I just hand them out to people when they don't have them. Because I'm not supposed to have sugar anymore, but it's not like Cumberland Farms coffee. It doesn't keep me up at night. It just means I do things like rearrange the bedroom. This mic keeps moving on me. So what I actually wanted to tell you about, my sister joined this group and she was really happy with this group, but I'm not happy with this group at all. They're trying to get participation awards for all the Confederate soldiers in the Civil War. Like, they lost. They don't need a participation award. Participation award? Participation. It doesn't sound right, but there it is. It was a daughter of the Confederates. That's what they are. And they're trying to change history. And I think history should stay facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely clear your junk out. That also keeps you with the facts. It all keeps you with the facts. I want to share something with you. I think that we could have an entirely better society if people stopped saying they were fine. You know, and you say someone, how are you? And they say fine. Fine. Fine it just shuts everything down. It's usually not true. I think we should stop being true. You can still do one-word answers. You can say things like trying, healing, loving it. Maybe I'm hungry, I don't know. I haven't eaten yet, I'm about to. I got something else in my, oh, now I found my glasses. Like this. How come I have to repair? Anyway, that's always good to know. Always know what's in your pockets. And I have no idea how to get me home from here. That's going to be interesting. I have to talk to some of the young people, get my gyps back up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you back to Jerry. Thank you so much. It's been lovely. My name is Mrs. Jacob Williams Peabody. Here, you want to take that? I don't know what it's called.
I'll take that. Give it up, Mrs. Peabody, everybody. I love her. She's not only a customer of mine, but she's also a customer of my good personal friend, my cousin Jimmy Junk and Jerry Junk. So look for good junk, call them guys up. 1-800-JUNK. And you go all the good junk you want.
I'm going to pass it.
Huh? Sure, okay. Mrs. Peabody doesn't know where she's at. She's confused. Must have been the sugar. Don't eat the sugar. You having a good time so far?
Yeah!
Good. Like, first I want to thank Chris here for letting us do this here for the first time tonight. Thank you, Chris. What's your name? What's your name, ma'am?
Susan.
Susan. Susan, give it for Susan, everybody. Did her well, did a great job. You know, I'm good. So far, I want to tell you about, anybody here been dating? You go on dates? Oh my God, let me tell you something. Listen, I was the worst at dating. I tell you, it all started back in my high school year, in 9th grade. I was with this girl, I've known her for all my life. All my life I've known her. And so in her freshman year in high school, she wanted to go on a date and wanted to go up, boyfriend and girlfriend, you know. I was like, I wasn't ready for that. I was still like, you know, girls got cooties and stuff still, you know, back in the day. So I was like, so I decided to take a chance. All right, I'll make well with this girl. She was a good-looking girl, wasn't that bad looking. So we went out and we dated for like, I know, like I said, since elementary school. And we dated for like 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, one day she comes to me with Jerry. I said, I got some good news and I got some bad news for you. I said, oh, she's gonna break up with me. This is it right here. 2 weeks and we're done. So she goes, I said, all right, well, what's the bad news? She goes, we're related. I go, what? You're my 5th cousin. I go, what, this week? Oh! I'm like, whoa, no. I said, well, what's the good news? She goes, we can still date. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. I went home crying to my mother about this. And know what my mother said to me? You know, you're supposed to comfort your own kid when you're feeling you're crying and everything. She goes, well, son, if it bothers you that much, quit counting them.
What about water?
Oh, God.
Coffee?
So you guys ready for your next act? Woo! All right, this comedian coming, he's a poet. He's a poet, apparently. He's been around the way. I hope I can pronounce his last name right. Mike Concili?
No, Cecconi.
Cecconi. Say Cecconi! Mike Cecconi! What the what?
I'm gonna try to use this short people's microphone. Yeah, I am Mike Cecconi. I am what I like to call a stand-up poet in that I come from the poetry tradition and I mix in some regular stand-up with comedic poetry. Because that way, when you say that your comedy bits are comedic poetry, you can look at a piece of paper to read them. And you can make up for the fact that you probably smoked too much dope in your early 20s and can't remember anything anymore. It's great. It's a great conceit. You really allow yourself some leverage. This is a poem called Lemons. When life gives you lemons, complain how much you hate lemonade. When life gives you lemons, demand to see the manager because you ordered oranges. You ordered oranges. And damn it, this is America. The customer is always right. When life gives you lemons, right? When life gives you lemons, you gotta cut the things in half. You gotta cut the lemons in half. And you have to hold them to your chest. You have to do an interpretive dance about your enormous nipples. You gotta go like, la 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 la, nipple dance, squirt, nipple dance, squirt, la 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 la, nipple dance. So that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do when life gives you lemons. When life gives you lemons, you gotta freeze them. And you gotta throw them through the windows of stores you don't like. You gotta throw them through the windows of the Price Chopper. You gotta throw them through the windows of the Walmart. And then you get to steal something better than lemons. When life gives you lemons, scream to the sky, melons! I type melons! I hate spell check melons! Autocorrect my fat thumbs on this little cell phone, melons! I wrote melons. When life gives you lemons, lash them together into a crude raft so you can sail away to some island paradise or somewhere where at least it doesn't snow in April. When life gives you lemons, margaritas, bitches! When life gives you lemons, use your $200,000 degree in theoretic philosophy to explain why lemons do not exist. When life gives you lemons, at least write a poem about it. And if it's good enough and you're unconventionally handsome enough, then at least you'll have a poem and something to go with all these lemons that you hate.
Are you fresh?